da doo 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 doo. We got some holding music. Start the stream. Doo 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 doo. Hello, 안녕하세요. Welcome to the produce aisle and as they say in the UK, the produce aisle. Produce aisle, also the produce aisle. All of it is correct and good. Let me check my sound here. Yay, happening. It's all happening. And am I showing up on the YouTubes? Should be. Yes, that's happening as well. Yay. Okay, very good. Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a really good Wednesday evening. It's 5 o'clock here in Central U.S. time in sunny, very, very hot New Orleans. And I have had an interesting week where I've been told I need to move out of my apartment. And I, for a while, thought I was going to move into a place not in New Orleans, but that is just silly. Why would I leave New Orleans? Why? So I found another place, and it's going to be a disruption for a while. But yeah, I'll plug in everything again and set it all up, and maybe it'll be even better than the studio I have now. So anyway, please say hello in the chat. And I'm working on something new today. We're working on a tune called Switch On. This is a fourth song. Well, it's really the second song, I think, for Eugene Ruff-Wagner's EP. And he thinks the title of the EP is going to be Deleted Scenes. Do say in the chat what you think about that title, Deleted Scenes. I think it's pretty cool. It's going to be 4 or 5 songs. We might be either writing a 5th or doing a cover of the song The Year 2525, which is an old song from the 60s. It could be super, super cool, done in produce aisle style. All right. So as usual, Eugene sent me a demo of the song and to kind of, to demonstrate it, and said I could do my thing to it, which is always great. It's like getting a creative blank check. So thank you, Eugene, for that. And let's listen to just the demo that he sent so we get an idea of what the tune is about. And I have the lyrics over here. Perhaps you can see above my head. And I wonder if I can make them big. Bigger. Well, anyway. Okay, let's have a listen to Switch On. And this is the demo. I haven't done anything to this. Hold on. I don't think you can hear my desktop sound. Okay, let me adjust that. Let me fix that. Hold, please, for technical difficulties. Yeah. Why? Why though? Okay. Working in OBS. I'm glad my microphone is working. That's nice. Yeah, okay. Should be working. I wonder if I'm gonna have to do the old Voxango thing. You know what? I'm gonna. So there's a little plugin that I use sometimes to split off the sound so that y'all can hear it out there. Because I don't really want to be working in Wasapi. It's a whole thing. The Cakewalk and Wasapi drivers tend to glitch out on me. So I'm going to try to be working in ASIO and with sort of on the safe setting. Because I don't think I'm going to do any recording today. Okay, so this is this little plug-in, and I wanted to go to the speakers. And, yep. Okay, let's see if you can hear this now. you can, and it's doubly double. Okay, so I'm gonna mute this regular output. So now you should be able to hear that. Yay, huzzah! We've done it. And that's a free little plugin, so sorry about that.
Thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys, preparing for our destiny to harness electricity, the science kits and chemistry, and rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones. Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch on, our feelings too. Feelings become.
Sorry, my computer just blipped out over there on the other monitor.
Humans of antiquity were focused on philosophy, but soon set sail across the sea to make some new discoveries. Smartest men in history, they found it is no mystery to breach the cranial cavity and implant chips in you and me. Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. Humans become robots, cyborgs through and through. Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch off, we're coming after you.
It fades out. Yeah, so pretty cool, oddly cheerful, and I was just giggling because in his lyrics at the end it says, switch on, switch off, etc. I mean, it was funny. So we talked about it, and he definitely wants some panning of the switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, like to go left and right to really make it, give it some prosody, if you will. And wanted to like add voices, like as if we're in a robot factory and there's more robots being made. So those were the two things he wanted for this, but otherwise I could do my stuff to it. I've been working on it for past couple days, and let me play you what I have so far. It's different. It's different. So, wow, I'm getting some major glitchiness with my other screen. Hold on. Huh. Oh, okay. Well, hope that I am still streaming okay. Let me know in the comments if you can hear and see things okay. All right, so let's have a listen to what I've been working on with this song, Switch On. Why isn't it playing? That'd be real cool if it played. Oh, I think I know what I have to do. I have to hit that Voxango plugin again. Apologies. Conformidad. Here we go. Stop and start again, please.
We thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys, preparing for our destiny to harness electricity, the science kits and chemistry, and rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones. Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off,
Punchier.
but soon set sail across the sea to make some new discoveries. Smartest men in history, they found it is no mystery to breach the cranial cavity and implant chips in you and me.
Switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
It's experimental.
Humans become robots, cyborgs through and through. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, we're coming after you.
I don't really have an ending yet.
Switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
I have several themes going on. Haven't decided. Whoa. Why stop? Why stop making noise? Hello? Might just have to switch over to Wasabi. Ba, ba, ba. This is gonna misbehave.
Preparing for our destiny to harness.
Okay, so that's what I've got so far. It does need an ending, and it needs some cleaning up in the transitions and some fills, and yeah, I need to get my themes straight. I gave it a whole new theme, and there's kind of two themes going on. So there's this beginning thing. So that, I'm sure, what I'm hearing in my headphones and what you are hearing is not synced up. So this first theme is ba 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 ba. And so I thought that was kind of a cool. Here, I'll dim solo it so you can hear. So it's a cool theme that I've got going on, and then I also have this other one. I guess this is the chorus theme thing. This one was the first time that I did a melody line using the step sequencer. So let's look. Let me just show you what I did. It was something that I set up for the bass line, because this bass line. Here, let me dim solo this guy. Those last, so to open up the step sequencer, I can either right click and hit view step sequencer, or I can hit Alt 4. So I have it set up. Here. These last notes I have set up with randomizing them, and I did that by step play probability. And that what that does is like maybe that'll play and maybe it won't. This for sure will play and this for sure will play. But these are sort of like maybes. So I just think that adds slightly little different kind of interest to it. Different every time it plays. Just slightly different. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I suppose that when I get to a final version, I should freeze everything so it stays the same every time. But I do like that element of randomness. It's sort of a possibility of delight just by surprise. So that was something cool that I did. I never set up a melody or a bass line in the step sequencer, and that's something cool you could do with the step sequencer. So I have the same thing going on over here with this glidey laser. I don't think I have anything on random for this one though. Could. So I'm sort of wondering if I because the nature of this sound is very gliding around. That kind of helps it glide down a little faster when I have. What is this note? Yeah, do that one. C is a good choice. There we go. I actually don't know if I like that. I think that just letting it be chance. Or what if I just did that? Little differences. Don't matter. I like that. I think I am going to add a little bit of step play probability for this one and this one. So right here, I'm not sure what I want to do with this. It's him saying humans become robots. It's like the beginning of the bridge. Maybe I don't need it. So what I could do is just sort of mute it for now. Highlight it and hit K. Because this on, off thing, it's like, to me, it's very St. Vincent. It's very, yeah. Reminds me of Digital Witnesses. That song is great. Oh, I need to automate this little robo voice that I have, which is, I've set up an effects bus, which I did a video on setting up like effects buses not too long ago, a couple weeks back. So this is my robo bus, which if I solo it, you can hear just the robo effect, which is Little Altar Boy. It's a Sound Toys plugin. So that's just the wet signal of that, and
Thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys preparing for.
So I don't want that much effect on it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna automate it so that it starts kind of more subtle and then picks up. So let's find a good bass level for.
Thought that they were merely toys for entertainment.
There's like a hint of it there, but I like keeping it just like that.
Thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys preparing for a destiny to harness electricity. Science, kits, and chemistry, and rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones.
I kind of wonder if the Rovo should come in halfway through there. Let's try that.
Thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys preparing for a destiny to harness electricity. Science, kits, and chemistry, and rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. Humans of antiquity were focused on philosophy, but soon set sail across the sea to make some new discoveries. Smartest men in history, they found it is no mystery to breach the cranial cavity and implant chips in you and me.
Switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch
Hey, Eugene.
on,
Nice to see you.
on, off, on, off, on, off.
All right, so I got some written stuff in there. Eugene, yay! Okay, I want to start this from the beginning for you. You're making an Oompa Loompa reference, aren't you?
Merely toys for entertaining girls and boys preparing
Hi, Philk82. Welcome.
science.
So you say, sounds cool. How do you get the drums and the bass to follow the vocal rhythmically? How do you get the drums and the bass to follow the vocal rhythmically? Well, I programmed the drums and the bass. Everything is at 95 beats per minute, so that helps a lot. I use the step sequencer, which makes sure everything is nice and tight and timed. Here, let me show you the drum track. Alt-4 brings us to the step sequencer. You can also right-click and hit View and Step Sequencer. So this is my drums, right? This is my drums. Yeah. So I've got this is all with Sitala, which is a free sampler, and it's really, really easy to use, and I think it's one of the nicest free things out there. And I've loaded it up with various samples that I love from various places, and that's what I'm using to program the drums. Yeah, I've really been enjoying working like that. And I can rename these for to be like, this is the kick and whatnot, but also I can just kind of like listen to it by clicking over here. And if I need to, I can set up the different like swing. I want everything real straight for this though. You can set up velocity, the swing, flams, and I was working with some randomization by setting up track probability. So there's that, and it follows right along. So, and you can play with just the sequencer by hitting it down here. I wanted it to sound kind of like mechanical, robotic, drum machine-y, very much. Because it's supposed to be kind of like a factory, like mechanical. And then to play it with everything else.
toys for entertaining girls and boys preparing for a destiny to.
And when Eugene sent this to me, he'd recorded it at 95 beats per minute. I did a little bit of adjusting, and there still needs to be this just a little bit more scooching to make it sound less human. Usually I'd want things to sound kind of as human as possible, but this is I need Eugene to sound like a cyborg for this EP, and I think we're succeeding in that. So
We thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys preparing.
Yeah, MIDI makes everything easy as far as like lining things up. It's easy to quantize. It's easy to change. It's easy to change tempo. It's easy to change notes. MIDI, like keeping as much in MIDI is really helpful. So yeah, thank you. Glad you like it so far. It's a wacky tune. Nothing's really mixed. Just arranging it today.
Girls and boys preparing.
Kind of mix as I go.
To harness electricity, science kits and chemistry, and rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones.
Switch on, switch on, switch on.
I want that little to be a little bit more loud. I wonder if I should set it up with this other sound. Something that I like to do, and this is idea I got from Cy Medway Smith, is to take the same line and put it in different instruments, and it does so much for the timbre to hear it in different instruments.
Switch on.
I don't know if that was amazing. Yeah, let's hear it.
Ones.
Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch
I
on.
might even want the bass doing that too. Where is my bass?
Ones.
Switch on.
Oh, the bass is already doing mini. So, These horns, I like the idea of horns, but I don't know if it's actually going to work. I might need something that sounds like... It's kind of funny. It sounds a little shittier. Like, sounds like rinky-tink horns, maybe. I don't know. I was listening to St. Vincent's track, Digital Witnesses, and there's just phenomenal horns in there, and bari sax. Ooh, maybe I could find a bari sax. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. I do want to try to, like, sculpt an ending in our time together here. Can always change, but just getting something into place will be good.
Ones.
Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down. Switch off.
Ay. Hold on. I wanted to make sure that these have a neat intro, so be sure to like give them a little clean edges. These were vocals that I recorded yesterday. This was an original part of the song, but I was inspired.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off. Our feelings too. On, off.
These need to sound a little bit more like they're being yelled, and I think I just turned them down a bit too much. So let's listen to each of them. This is the exclusive solo button, by the way, up here. On, off, on. I could be louder. On, off, off. This one. Could be a little louder. Wait, 22? Yeah, 22. It should be only in the left. Oh, good. I'm glad the videos have been helpful. Yeah, it's wild. I started this channel about a year ago. I need to do a video that's like showing the progress of a year because it's amazing how much I've learned and how much I still don't know. But it's a huge program. It's a deep program, and it's worth spending the time on because you can do so much.
Feelings too.
I need those ons to be punchy. Let's see. And do I have the full on? Yep. Full on. That one kind of slides in, doesn't it? Maybe we can clip it. To get the scissors, you hold down Alt. And that just gives you the crossfade edge compared to just a split hard edge. And I'm going to nudge that up a little bit. On. One more nudge. Now it's too early. 1/2 nudge.
Humans of antiquity were focused on philosophy, but soon set sail across the sea to make.
I'm wondering if I need to simplify. Well, first of all, I need to make sure that this chorus is feeling good. Chorus is the most important thing.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. And what you're done.
We'll get some panning going.
Switch on, switch off our feelings too.
Okay, so with these, I do want to get these kind of panned. So let's listen to each of them and figure out what the part is.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch on, switch off. That's what.
Okay, so that was a high one. Oh, I did note for myself.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down.
I feel like that one's one of the most important ones just because it has that movement in it. And when arranging parts, something I learned from my wonderful choir teacher, Elaine Redding, where you want to make sure that the moving parts are more given more space around them, given more presence. So in this case, be like given a little bit more volume than the other parts who are staying on one note. So let's do that. And right now I have kind of a generic EQ for each of these. So let's go through and give each one its due EQ. Start with this one, this high one. Get it.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
I don't need any low end in there. Anything that is low is probably just room noise that's muddying up things. So this is a nice high part.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we.
Let's make sure the sparkly bits in the upper frequencies are good. Oh, and here, so that one's pretty nice. Let's do this next one. This ascending one. And I'm just double clicking. When I open the Pro channel, I double click on the on this, and it gives me this wonderful, wonderful real-time analyzer EQ. So helpful, so pro. And it's the EQ I use 90%, 99% of the time. I sometimes use the multiband compressor, which is not really an EQ, it's a compressor. Yeah, no, this is the EQ that I use all the time. Never mind. 100% of the time. I don't really have any other equalizers. It's pretty much like a flavorless equalizer, just does the job and nothing else. But there's a little bit of a difference with each of these, like hybrid, pure, E-type, G-type. Those are all modeled after I think, pretty famous equalizer hardware. And so, kind of neat. Onward.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
This also doesn't need so much in the lower. Give it a nice sharp slope. Back it off a little bit.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
I don't want it to sound thick or muffled, so I'm actually going to take that down a little.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Yeah, that's sounding good. Not boxy, not muffled, and not too bright.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Oh, the only thing you don't like about the Pro Channel EQ is it has no output gain. That's interesting. Well, I guess the thing about an EQ is that it's like gain for each band. So if you want, I guess like you're talking about wet signal versus dry signal. That's interesting. Yeah, but equalizers are, it's like you're able to adjust the gain on each band. So in a way, it does. Say more about what you mean and what you are missing in the equalizer here, because I'm not familiar with other equalizers that have like either a wet dry knob or a gain output, because it's all an output gain thing for each band. But yeah, tell me more.
Switch on, switch off, switch on.
All right, I'm pretty happy with that one. And 20 sounds like
Switch on, switch off, switch
the lower one.
off,
Okay.
switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Yeah, again, I don't want to sound muddy.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're
You know what? I'm going to do this thing where I sweep. So I make it a really narrow cue. And let's just find the tastiest parts.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Try again.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up,
I
you're
think it's really going to be subtractive, where it's like there's just some woofiness I'm hearing.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
One more.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
I'm not really happy with any of those. Let me see what the presets have in store for us. Let's call this backup. What does it do to it? Oh. Let's listen.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off.
Sounds woofy. I might just need to. Let's try create space for male vocals. Interesting.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do my own thing to it. Take out some of
Switch on, switch off, switch
take out some of the woof.
Switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
All right, that'll work. And then these. So all together.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
On, off, on, off.
Okay, so when you gain stage, you want the levels to match input and output when cutting. When cutting? Cutting like sound? Okay. That's interesting. I always am keeping the faders at Unity, and I did a video about don't touch the faders. The most shocking production advice I ever heard. And it's all about just like doing everything kind of on the level of gain. And that keeps things more more sane when you are getting your final levels. So I'm not sure how you go about your gain staging. I feel like everybody does it a little differently, but I'm always working with gain and compression so I can like shape and mold the sound. Anyway.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
I think I have just a generic EQ on Eugene's voice, so let's do that one next. And let's see, in context with the chorus.
Switch on, switch on, switch.
Let me turn off our robot for a moment. Mute that.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
That's woofy. I wonder if it's my
Switch on, switch
headphones.
switch on,
Probably.
switch on,
These are not the best.
That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
That's fine. I think that's fine. Let me see if I can put a little bit more sparkle in it with this.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off.
No, actually, it just sounds strange.
That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Okay. I think that's what we will do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
I want some of this robo effect on these on-offs, because these on-offs sound a little too human. And I want them to be human, robot, cyborg voices. Okay, when you cut a few frequencies, it tends to lower the overall volume. Yep. And I just want the output volume to match the input volume. Ah. Well. Yeah. You're not going to do that so much with EQ. You're going to do that with compression. Because EQ, you can think of it like it's its own volume slider for each frequency. Like it has to do with volume, so of each frequency band. So that's just something to keep in mind. But then like your compressors, you can adjust the output gain and make up for it. But yeah, the whole idea with mixing is you want to make space for each of the frequencies to shine and to have them all kind of represented in the sonic field, so nothing is stepping on another one. I'm still working on getting that, and I can show you some of the things as we go along here that I try to think about. Right now I'm in arranging mode, but I'm starting to get into mixing mode more. Yeah. But yeah, think of EQ like it's its own set of volume faders for each band frequency. Yeah.
Thought that they were merely toys for entertaining.
I love questions, by the way. So if you have questions, do ask them, and I will do my best to answer and show examples where I can. Or maybe I'll be totally stumped and we'll have to research together.
Switch
All right, I wanted to make these cyborg voices, so let's do that now. These on, off voices. Which one should we do? Let's have the stereo one. I have some that are set to the left, some that are set to the right, and some that are stereo and changing. Looks like I have one piece of automation. Let's sort it all out. Let's see what's happening.
Feelings too on, off,
Yeah, this one.
off.
I really like that automation. I want to put it on all of it. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to set this up for automation panning and then copy this and paste it. Let's see if it works. Copy, Control C, and then put it over here. Control V. Yay. Let's see if it does the thing.
Feelings too on,
Yes. Yes.
off, on, off.
Okay, cool. Yes, that worked well. And for the stereo pair, I might keep it down the middle. I might shift it a little bit, but let's see. I want to make sure that these two are going opposite sides of each other. So those are right first. I wonder if they should follow each other. Well, okay. I have these two that I want to be... Oh, take that off. Exclusive solo. And...
On, off.
right now, those two just live in the left. So where do they need to start? They need to start...
On,
So they're starting on the left and then they go to the right. So let's do this. Where I will right and right. So it should, these two should be hooked together now. Especially if I hold control while working on this. So let's hold control, hit play.
on, off.
Nope, they're not hooked to each other. Okay, hold up. I thought I had these dudes grouped together, but let me see. Clear group. Group. Let's group them, have a little... Okay, so now they should be hooked. Yes, sweet. Okay, here we go.
On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
And all together.
On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
That worked, right? Yeah. I like it. So now for these.
Switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up.
I want to have these move around a little bit. Maybe not so obvious.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch.
Yeah. Okay, with these three, I kind of want to have them in their own space. So we're going to put one all the way, and this is another way you can put frequencies all the way across the sonic field, is to think about how you're panning things. So especially with choruses like this, you want to feel like you're kind of surrounded, or at least you know where the sound is coming from. So let's see what this sounds like with the high one panned all the way to the left, the mid one in the middle, and the low one on the right.
Switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
I might put this ascending one just like a little. Nah, it's important. It needs to be right straight down the middle.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch.
Ah, yes. Grouping faders. Yes, you can group many, many things and then control them by holding control. So for example, if I wanted to, let's see. Okay, this is something I actually want to do. I want all of these to be set to right. So I highlight them over there, hold control, and then hit this right. And now they're all writable at the same time. And if I wanted, yeah, and so that now, I sort of wish that this could go opposite. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hook it to faders. Or I'm going to hook it to knobs on this. I'm going to hook it to some knobs on this. So this one, I'm going to right, ooh. Pads. I'm going to right click and go to remote control. And then I go to controller, learn, twiddle that knob. Oh, controller, twiddle, learn. There it is. Hit learn again. Then OK. So now this should move when I move this. Yes. Sweet. And then I'm going to hook this one up. Right click. And controller, learn. Oh, controller, hello. Twiddle the knob, twiddling, learn, learn. Okay. So now that one moves at the same. Now I can move that. Okay. And now when I hit go, we can do some writing. And I can adjust these separately. Oh, I feel like I should have hooked these to different knobs. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hook this one to a different knob. Disable remote control. Remote control. Okay, learn. Controller. This knob, please. Learn again. Okay. Great. Now that I have better control over those. Whee! Okay. So let's play with these. Just hit play.
Switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off.
So that was with the two of them going opposite directions.
Switch off,
See if we like that.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Let's make it a little bit faster. We'll try that again. Yeah, Cakewalk is 100% legitimate thing for a free DAW. It used to be very expensive, paid software, and yeah, it does everything. It does all the things. So I bought all these sound toys and plugins, and I do like them. They're expensive, but I like them. But the more I learn about the plugins that Cakewalk already comes with, it's sort of like, oh, why did I buy that? Anyway, but there's some sound toys things that I can't be without now, so it all works out. Let's do this faster. Okay.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch.
Ah!
That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off.
Whoa, I got a janky one here. I wonder if is it this remote control just doesn't like it? Here, let's try this one. Okay, let's try that now. Because I was trying to do it at the same time, but maybe it just doesn't like it when I do it at the same time. Oh, it just doesn't like it. All right, fine. Cakewalk. All right. Have it your way. get those opposite each other. We'll try again. We'll see if it doesn't. And if it doesn't, I'll just do it separate.
Switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up here, down.
Doesn't like it.
Switch on, switch off our feelings too.
Ah, come on. The jankiness. Well, that's a bummer. All right. I will just write one at a time. Here we go.
Switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Oh, it's trying to read and write at the same time. Stop it. There we go. Gracious.
Switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off our feelings too.
Okay, now let me do the other one. Set that one to read, that one to write, this one to write, that one to read. Here we go.
Switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off our feelings too. On, off.
Okay. How'd that turn out? Probably okay.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up.
Here, let me solo just these and see if we like the effect.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
It's interesting.
You're down,
It's like they're doing this.
up. Switch on, switch off our feelings too.
I like it. It's very swirly. It's very swirly. But then it gets very square over here with on off. I think it works.
Switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off our feelings too. On, off, on, off.
You know what? I want these to be like a little bit more telephony. So that's a matter of I could do a number of things here. I think what I want to do is set up a telephone bus and see if I thank you for asking. I do work with music professionally, and if you want help with your tracks, or I'm like available for hire for doing this very thing that I'm doing right now. So yes, I am professional, and this is what I do every day. And yeah, it's really fun. It's really, really fun. Even though I'm kind of new to producing, I'm not new to songwriting, and I'm not new to arranging. But yeah, learning Cakewalk has been maybe a 2-year journey, and really happy that I can do it professionally. So, yay, professional musician. Okay, telephone. That's right. So I'm going to set up a telephone bus. You can't see what I'm doing because it's behind my head here in the DAW. I'll bring it up. We're going to set up a telephone effects bus. La, la, la. Oh, you can move the buses around by holding Alt and dragging. Okay. So my telephone effect. First thing to do, the telephone effect doesn't need a plug-in or anything. All it is EQ. And this has a really nice telephone, megaphone, voice EQ setup. And all it is the honky bits in the high mid-range. And that makes things sound like telephone. I'm going to put a little bit of drive on it as well with the tube. This electric dirt bag is a really nice setting. And with the console, we'll just give it the old S-type. That's very transparent. It doesn't add much color to it. So now that I have this, what I want to do is set it up as a send. So from this backing vocals, I go, oh, here, you can't see that. It's behind my head. Okay, this backing vocals bus, the BV bus, I set up a send to my new telephone bus. Tele. So now I have an effects knob, really. It's also going to have to do, it's going to add volume because I don't have a great way of like, yeah, well, it can get complicated, but it is going to add volume. Just keep that in mind. And I think I just want a little flavor of it throughout. So let's see how we might like that. Oh, do I have something? Yes, the Voxango. Okay, thank you. Here we go.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down.
So, okay, I like that effect also, and what I might do is set up a resample so I actually have like just a little bit of audio rather than sending it through an effect. Yeah. I'm not sure you Phil, I'm not sure if you would have fun fixing my 8-bar loops. Well, I don't know. I have a lot of fun. If it's creative and interesting, I usually have fun. So, yeah. Oh my god, really? Oh no, that's right. I'm muted.
Switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off. Our feelings too.
So that's me just soloing this effects bus. And it's kind of nice to have it mixed in there because those high mids just cut right through a mix. And that's because the telephone company back in the day designed telephones so that you could hear somebody on the other line really clearly. So that's why they picked those frequencies to make the telephone sound. So it's not just happenstance. It's design.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off. Our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on, off, off.
I think I want to have a bit of audio that's just the telephone. So to do that, I'm going to do some resampling. And this can kind of be a little bit complicated, but I'll try to make it pretty simple. Resampling is just, it's recording a sample with the effect that you want on it. I use it to just record like the 100% wet signal of something and have that as its own audio file. So in this case, it's just this telephone sound. And I want to record that. So I should have. Oh, I don't think I do yet, actually.
Switch on, switch off.
So I'm going to set up a send to a new aux track. And to do that, I go to Sends, New aux track, right down here. And then it has created a new aux track for me. Fresh new aux track, which I'm going to call aux telephone there, aux tele. And we're going to set it up to 100%. I'm going to mute that for now because it doesn't need to be double loud. And I can set it up to record just this telephone part. So if I hit record there, like arm it for recording and then hit play, in theory, if I have set this up right and routed it correctly, then I should be able to just record the telephone parts for future use to do whatever I wish with them.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off. Our feelings too. On, off, on, off, off, on, off, on, off.
That signal's pretty hot, but it's okay. I think that worked well. So now I can take this. We'll still keep that muted. And I need another track for this. And we're going to put this in the candy bus now because it's now sort of a flavor thing. Don't need any. Just drag that down there and drag this on up. So now I have an audio sample of my sample, but it's specifically just of the radio voice. And so this is LJ telephone, and that's me. I'm LJ. Lorene Jellybean. And now I can use that. And I can turn off this effect now if I want, if I don't want it at all. Let's see if it's too much. Then I can just like either mute the whole bus or mute this end, whatever I want to do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
I am gonna make this extra telephony and EQ it again. To be a telephone. It might sound really weird and awful. I'm gonna turn it down. Actually, that's what I want. So, and just to show you that with that bypassed. Well, I guess since it wouldn't make any difference because it's already in that. Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. It's only that frequency anyway. There's no others. Okay. And now let's put that together.
Switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
This was a resample that I did earlier.
Humans of antiquity were focused on philosophy, but soon set sail across the sea to make some new discoveries. Smartest men in history, they found it is no mystery to breach the cranial cavity and implant chips in you and me.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch.
You know what? I might want just this answering. Oh, by the way, to do that, you highlight and hold on the top of the waveform, and hold Control, you drag, and it makes a copy. All right.
You and me.
Let me drag this up to where it can be like a call and answer thing with the telephones. Get that lined up. Okay.
That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch.
And I'm gonna just mute these for now. To lasso things, you right click and drag. And I'm gonna hit K to mute all of those things. Why didn't that mute? Why didn't you mute? Will you mute, please? K. You too. Oh, because I have it. Okay. Mute. Let's see how this sounds.
Switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off.
This one too. When I have it set, like right now, when it has these lines across it, those are called envelopes. When it has the envelopes across them, that means I have it set up to be working with that envelope. And to quickly get back to clip setting on the lower, put your cursor on the lower half of the waveform and hit shift, or you select the thing, lower half of the waveform, hit shift. Shift. Why is this just making a fool of me? Come on. No? All right. Well, never mind. Forget it. That didn't work. All right. I'm going to just mute that for now. Okay.
Switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. And up your
Ooh, I kind of want to, okay. I kind of want to make everything sound like it's coming through a telephone sort of suddenly. Let me think about where, though. I don't think this is the right place.
History, they found it is no mystery to breach the cranial cavity and implant chips in you and me.
Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. And up your down.
I wonder if the regular voices should come back. If you should come back. It would be cool if the regular voices could, like, come back kind of gradually. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. All right, we're going to lasso these again and unmute them by hitting K. And I'm going to do this. I wonder if that's going to work or be weird. Let's find out.
What we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. And up your
Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, so I just want a little bit less of them. Boop. Move over.
What we do.
switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
All right, we've come to the weird horn line. So these horns, they're not really working, and it's okay. It's okay. Ooh, I should save. Saving is very important. Good old Control S. All right, so I have this. It's a cool line. Dump bump, ba da ba da da ba dum bump, dump dump dump. But I don't really think it's working in this particular instrument. Let's just hear it without this and see what else is going on here. Hit Control and then mute all of those guys.
Off, on, off, on, off.
So that's a cool line. Yeah, I like the line. Because this is kind of, they're competing. They're competing. That's my problem. And also that I don't particularly like this sound that's happening.
Human speak.
Yeah, it just feels a little awkward because the sound kind of comes out of nowhere. It's not really established earlier, and it's very organic sounding. These are my favorite horn sounds from the BBC Symphony free plugin, which is absolutely wonderful. But I don't think it's quite appropriate here. So, yeah, some other sound, which I could use something that I've already been using. like this little glidey sound. Let's see how it sounds in the glide. I'll just copy this over. So hold control and then drag it on down. Oh, shoosh. Let me just mute them over here. It's not bad. Try it with this one too. See, I'm picturing a horn section but played by robots, right? Okay. I really wish I had a bari sax. That's the sound that I want. My friend Anna, who's in the Duke of Uke in his novelty orchestra with me, plays bari sax, and she's also in Oof. Go check out her band Oof. It's amazing. They're like the modern punk, amazing, so cool. Anyway, Oof. Check them out. They're from Brooklyn. Anyway, she plays sax, and I want that sound. Do I have a sax sound? I might. Yes, marching band sound a la Tusk, right? I love that. That's a great reference. Yeah, but it's not like not integrated right now, but I do like the line. So, what was I gonna do? I was gonna bari sax sound. There's a possibility that I have a bari sax sound in. So first of all, let me listen to this line. Of all of them, that sounds really good. Here, just this one. It's a little weak, even though it's one of my favorites. Okay, let's replace this replace synth, and I'm gonna go into my Sforzando player, where I have lots of options for things. And we're gonna go to load instrument, and I have I have this muted trumpet that sort of sounds rinky. Actually, I want to hear that with this. I might need to transpose it up. Hello? Don't want to play? No? Okay. Let me transpose this up. I have a shortcut set up to transpose just by hitting tab. So I linked that. It's really nice. And so up by 12. Maybe up by 24. Okay. Okay. That sounds rinky. And that's a sound I might be able to like make a little bit cooler. Let's hear those together. This just sounds so grand. Sounds so grand. Okay. What else do I have? Oh, well, let's also replace synth. Go back to Sforzando. Felix says, turn horn into a low drone and just play the root before introducing the horns. Oh. Yeah, something like that could be cool. Yeah, I still need to do some arranging, for sure. Okay, so I want to see if I have a bari sax. It's possible. Acoustic bass, harp, upright. Let's look in the virtual playing orchestra. There's a lot here. It's a woodwind, flute, clarinet, bassoon, contrabassoon, Well, I might end up listening to those. Oboe, piccolo. Well, let's listen to some contrabassoon, shall we? I'll take this one, solo performance from Kansas. Okay. Is it gonna play? Whoa. Huh? I bet the notes I'm asking it to play are outside of the scale. Yes. They're too high? Okay. We'll transpose it down. -12. Actually, that might be cool. I can barely hear it. Can I turn it up here? Alright, we will be bumping this. Contra. Ooh, I already had that pretty hot, so let's bump up the... See, that kind of sounds... That's sort of the rinky sound I want, actually. Okay, that might actually work. And actually with that sound, like a low drone might be neat. Okay, this is getting rinkier by the minute. All right, good. All right, and I might add some effects to those guys. Let's see, what do I got? I've got... let's put this on it. Yeah. Okay, 7 and 8. That's the other one I want. All right, so this... Can I make this... Put it in the fat bus? Will that make it fatter? That low note is actually pretty neat in the contra. Where am I? What am I doing? Like I could start introducing that contra sound right there. Oh, I have, excuse me, I have my arpeggiator on, my MIDI controller. Let's see. How low does it go? Ooh, nice. Does it go any lower? No, that's it. The sweet spot. Yeah, it's too loud. I understand that, but we're gonna just get a note in there. I guess I can just draw it in. What am I doing? Where do I want it? Hi, Jeremiah Peterson. It's been a minute. Hello. Welcome. I'm working on a track, another track for Eugene Ruff-Wagner, his EP. The song's called Switch On. Right now I am in a rabbit hole of trying to find the right sounds, which is, I'm particular about that. So yeah, hope you're doing good too. Thanks for hanging. Let's do woo. All right. We'll back this up and get some context too. I don't know the timing. That's definitely too loud, but you know. No. It's getting at it. Actually, it's getting at it.
Humans become robots. Cyborgs
I'll sort out that contra later.
switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. We're coming after you. Switch on, switch off, switch.
Is this the same line? Yeah. Bum ba da bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba da bum. Bum bum ba dum.
Humans become robots.
Figure out that transition.
Through and through. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. We're coming after you. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on,
Like I said, I don't have an ending yet, so just playing.
switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
I don't know how the contra. It's funny. Jeremiah, yes, this Eugene is the same person I've been working on. We are working on an EP together, 4-song EP. And he's hired me to do my thing to his songs, and it's like getting a creative blank check, and I'm so appreciative. It's super fun for me to just be my wacky self and bring my sound to it. So this is the 4th song that I've been working on for the EP. Yeah. So I hope this bass that you're talking about, yeah, this is a really cool bass. Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad it reminds you of something. It kind of reminds me of St. Vincent, and it kind of reminds me of Beck, and also, who else did I say? Like a little bit of little David Byrne in there, little Danny Elfman in there. Yeah. Let's play it from the top, because I still haven't figured out an ending, and like, let's get the energy curve of this thing, huh? You know, I wonder if that is a little too aggressive way to start. Maybe we just need to start with just the bass. Maybe not. Ooh, I think actually this needs to start later. Let's build the drama.
We thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys, preparing for our destiny to harness electricity. Science kits and chemistry and rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off.
Eugene, who knew this song would be the comic relief for the EP? So good. Good.
You're up, switch on, switch off our feelings too.
There's something here that like it needs a little build up to go into this cool post chorus. And I think like even a drum fill would be neat there. So let's see about this.
Feelings too.
Yeah, let's see about building a little bit of drum fill. Let's split this first of all and give a little bit of space. Yes. I'm not sure how much of a drum fill we need.
we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Yeah, so it needs something there. Actually, it's kind of nice to just have it drop out a little bit. But let's build something. Let's build a thing. I'm going to go to Alt-4. Go to my little step sequencer here. Boop. What are my sounds? Ooh, this is a nice one. Poof. I'm not sure where it needs to live. Random.
Down here, switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Okay, so it just needs to be 2 bars. So let me kill 2 of those. Bye. And I used these toms in another song. I could use them again. They're pretty distinctive, though. Might be okay. See what else I got. Oh, wait. I didn't want to do that. With this, if I want to see my full range of all 16 things that I have on this Satala, I just go up to, while I'm at the top here, hit the plus until it turns into a random number, and then those are nothing. So I've got this hi-hat. Hello. Ugh. Things I do to conserve CPU. Okay, let me get this Voxango. I explained at the beginning, I usually try to use ASIO because it seems to work better as a driver for Cakewalk and my system and the vagaries of my system. But using Wasapi shared would be better. But I'm not going to do that because it tends to glitch out. Yeah. Okay. Where were we? We were here. Right.
Our feelings too.
And let's make this with the velocity. Make it whoop, 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 whoop.
Our feelings too.
Something like that. Simple. Might be good. Bop, 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 bop.
Our feelings too.
Ooh, that wasn't the pattern I had wanted, but I like that a lot.
Our feelings too.
And now I'm hearing a little extra doodad in this one, so I could either add it.
Our feelings too.
I'll leave it. Whoa. What sounded so?
Humans of antiquity were focused on philosophy.
Yeah, I with the drivers things, I've explained it before too. Like whatever works at the moment. Like I don't really care about why something works. It's like I don't need to know everything about the engine in my car. I just want to drive. So at this point, I know that most of the time Wasapi does work well, but when I have a lot of tracks going at the same time, or if I'm trying to record something, it often glitches out and just makes me want to punch out my monitor. And when I am using ASIO, it doesn't glitch out as much, but I have to use that little plugin so that it routes it all so you can hear. Anyway, it's a whole thing. It's a whole journey. Okay, so I like this little fill thing. It's cute.
Feelings too.
if I just do this? I kind of want to just like hear the same thing again. Dick, 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 ding. Let's see if it works. I'll do something different. Yeah, we'll do something else. But I do like that repetition there. Let's do a new little thing. All 4. What do we got? We got boo 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 doo. I could try that. I don't know. It's such a distinctive sound, and I use it on another one of the songs. So I don't know. I asked one of my mentors, Cy Medway Smith, who I mention a lot, about when making an EP, should I take pains to make sure that it has connecting threads between all the songs, or should I just trust that I, as the producer of all of them, am the connecting thread? And he said that you are the connecting thread. Do what the song needs, and there's things that you just can't even help it, like certain chord changes or snippets of melodies or lines or whatever that just sound like you, and you can't even help it. So don't worry about it. Okay, I like that. So I'm sure that I have things, which is why it's also good to collaborate too, so I can get out of my ruts. But also the ruts are like what make me sound like me. Shower thoughts. Let's see. What do we want for a little fill here? Maybe like a some type thing. Something little. It just needs to be 2. Adrian Ballou, wasn't he the bass player for Paul Simon? Is that true? Gary Newman. Yeah, right on. It's got a little of that flavor. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see what this does. Oh, but it's not in the right spot. Oh, what have I done? Oh, right. Here we are. Alt 4. Not crazy about that. We'll put some other little thing in it. Come on. Bop, bop, bop. It's not right, but... Cool, but no. Yeah. That's what I want. Bop. 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 Bop.
Humans of antiquity were focused on philosophy, but soon set sail across the sea to make some new discoveries. Smartest men in history.
Oh, Philk 82. You asked if those are Lindrums. I don't know. I don't know what a Lindrum is. If that is a type of drum machine, possibly. I'm not sure. Yeah, these are samples that I have pulled from all over the place, from various places. And, yeah, I just liked them all together. They're from too many places that I can't really, like, name them all. But, you know. Yeah. Oh, interesting, Eugene. You were probably obsessing on Sophia the robot on Elon Musk's Neuralink. Oh, interesting. Sophia the robot. Is that I think you showed me that video of the, like, she's very lifelike, except that they intentionally designed her to look like a cartoon robot. Except her face is, like, has lifelike expressions. Is that the one? Yeah. Interesting. I think it's such a cool topic. So All right, where were we? Let's back it on up. Get context here. There's our chorus. Verse.
Thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys, preparing for a destiny to harness electricity. Science kits and chemistry and rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. And up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off,
I want these to sound more. I want these to sound more overdriven. That's what I want. I want them like to be a little bit grimy. So let's try to get a grimy sound in here.
On, off.
My voice is very clear and bright, and I want to dirty it up a bit. Should I make a grime bus and then add that? Should I add grime directly? Let's make it a grime bus. Put it in the fleet of effects. Going to insert stereo bus. We'll drag it over, hit Alt, drag it on over. And we're going to call this the grime bus. What shall we put in our grime bus? There's a number of things. I think first off, I want to put like, well, okay, in order to test it out, I gotta actually hook it up. So let me go, what is this, 22? 22. And let's do ascend to the grime bus, this new grime bus, and we're gonna we'll have an adjustable level of grime, but let's send it all the way to the grime bus and solo the grime bus. It won't sound like anything now, just it'll just sound like me singing on off, and now let's get some tube distortion on there and drive it. That might help a little. We're gonna shape a grimy sound.
Off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
And I'm actually gonna put some telephone flavor in this, so I'm gonna send this to the telephone.
On.
Ooh. Do I have the telephone muted? I do. Alright, we'll unmute that, but then we're gonna take that off, and then so I should have a little telephone flavor in.
Off, on, off, on.
Okay. I could actually make the EQ a little bit nastier here. A little bit here, a little bit there. But I want subharmonics. Ooh. Distortion is fine art. If you're a guitar player, you know this. Like your distortion pedals are. That is another thing I could do. Ooh. Should I just put a pedal on it? So many things I could do. Well, let's play with a few things that Cakewalk has. Where'd it go? Cakewalk has. Before I go nuts on this EQ, let me just. All right. Cakewalk. You can't see all the things. Move my setup here. All right. So for my effect, let's go Cakewalk and go to the high frequency exciter. Uh-oh. Did I break it? No. Okay. Let's see what this can do. I haven't really played with this much. Are there presets? Harsh lighting. Maybe.
On, off, on, off.
Okay, I like that. And then let's also play with... There's another one here that's really weird. Is it the ParaQ? Channel tools, mod filter? Maybe it's mod filter. No, these are filters. Well, let's see what they do though. This is fun. Subsonic chirps.
On, off, on.
No. No, not playing at all. Oh. Okay. There's a particular one. There's a particular one that I can't remember right now. I'm gonna take this mod filter off. The Cakewalk has. It can make it sound like a crappy toy. What is that? ParaQ? Nope, that's just an EQ thing. Nope. Cakewalk. It is the Alias Fact. It's the first one on there. Okay. Yeah. This is a strange one. And let's have it sound like a cheap toy.
On, off, on.
It's pretty good.
On, off, on, off.
Ah! That's really unpleasant. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was terrible. Okay, forget this. We're gonna just do okay, Cakewalk, and then go to the... Oh wait, no, it's not. It's overloud. It's overloud. This TH3. Okay? That comes with Cakewalk also. And here we go. Now I should be able to just find the distortion pedal. Okay. Building blocks dirt. How about that? Cut through mids, modern overdrive. Why not? Let's see what that sounds like now.
On, off, on, off, on.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. I quite like that. Let me take the high frequency exciter off of it. See if it's a little nicer.
On, off.
No, that's better with it. Okay, so I don't want a lot of this. I just want a little bit. So, let's. Ooh, what's this though?
On,
That's the ticket. That's what I want. Okay, so now I have my grind bus set up, and take some of that off. And let's put some of it on here. Don't want a ton, just a little. Yeah. All right. So now let me put it on the. Maybe I'll just put it on one of each. One on each side. That's nice. That's the effect. Makes it sound like it's coming through weird old broken speakers. Let's try it. Yeah. Ooh, I'm happy with this grime bus. I'm going to save it. Do y'all know how to do that? So you can go to these your pro channel bus here, and right now it says untitled. But if I want to save this, I want to save this as an effect. Grime. Save that. So now I have that. I don't have to mess around so much with that in future. And if I want something grimy, I can just pull it right up. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so now let's get things leveled out a little bit. And backed up.
What we do, I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
They're very present. Very, very present. So let me turn, let me turn these down. Ooh, so where they were. Turn these down a little bit. Ching, ding, ding, doodling, ding, ding. This one is a grimy one. This one can go down a little bit.
What we do, I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. This is great. That's exciting.
What we do, I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too.
Still a lot coming through the grime. I don't want it to be totally overpowering, but I want it to be powerful. I might turn down the buzz itself. Because boy, that just rams right through the mix. Woo!
Feelings too.
There's like, all right, yep, good. Woo!
Feelings too.
So I've got my telephone in there too.
Humans of antiquity were
Save.
focused on philosophy, but soon
Cool.
sail across the sea to make some new discoveries. Smartest men in history, they found it is no mystery to breach the cranial cavity and implant chips in you and me.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off.
You know, I wonder. Oh, and then the contra. Boy, I am not going to get to the arranging. I've been very sonically picky, which is how I am. So
Feelings too. On,
it's worth the time. It's worth the time to get the sound you want.
switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on,
Contra.
off.
Uh-huh.
Humans become robots, cyborgs through and through. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, we're coming after you.
This key change needs some, like, support. Needs some support. Oh, I'll get rid of that contra note. That just, boy, that's funny. Because it's such a cool... It's just a cool thing. So let me figure out what.
Humans become robots, cyborgs through and through.
Maybe it just needs to have less rinky stuff in front of it. Should I take this last note off? Is that gonna be bad? Might just need another bass. Might need another bass. Another bass happening.
Humans become robots, cyborgs.
And also a fill. It needs a fill. Boom boom ba-dum boom. Boom boom. Let's see what we can do. So it needs like where should it go? Well, thanks so much for hanging out, Philic82. I hope you pop in again. I try to do this every Wednesday around the same time for about 2 hours. Gosh, wow, 2 hours flew. This has been a fun project. Yeah. All right, finish this up. Right? Oh. Wow, what? Oh, I need to do something up here. Yeah, okay. Da-dum, dum, da-dum, something. So I want bum. Maybe it's on the beat. Yep. Da-dum. Yeah, but then earlier. Right. Do. Something like that. We'll keep it for now. Alright, let me get another bass happening. Something cool and different. So let me duplicate this track. Possibly, maybe. I set it up for a keyboard shortcut to do the plus sign would duplicate. Yes. Though I don't need the subsynth and decapitator on it. Decapitator is a very violent sounding Sound Toys plugin that kind of gives a gritty, super compressed sound. In Cakewalk, it's actually very similar to Boost 11. So, there you go. All right, let's find a cool bass sound. And let's just copy this part down. So again, Control, and from the upper part of the waveform or MIDI, drag it on down to where you want it. And that copies it. So, right now it's... I could just make it double, but then let's find a cool sound. In the basses.
Humans become robots.
find something cool. What about just a sub?
Humans become robots. Cyborgs.
What's something kind of short?
Humans become robots. Cyborgs.
And let's solo it so we can just hear it. Nope. How about a good old 808? That might be appropriate.
Humans become robots. Cyborgs through and through. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch
Great.
off. We're coming after you.
That might have been all it needed. All right, let's back it on up to this chorus.
You and me.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on,
We'll sort that out.
Humans cyborgs through and through. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. We're coming after you. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do.
It's not a real ending, but you know, I think we'll call it there. It's been about 2 hours, so let's have a listen now. We're just gonna, with what exactly I have here, we're gonna listen to what this track started as, and then we'll play the final, what I ended up with today, which is not final, but it's getting there. It's getting there. We'll probably do another session with this song. Okay, so let's listen to, once again, what the song started as with Eugene's demo. Maybe we won't listen to the whole thing, but part of it.
We thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys, preparing for our destiny to harness electricity. The science kits and chemistry, rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones. Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. That's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. Feelings become robots. Cyborgs through and through. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. We're coming after you.
Okay, and so now this is what I have done to it. What do you think? Is it better? Is it worse? Not that loud.
We thought that they were merely toys for entertaining girls and boys, preparing for our destiny to harness electricity. Science kits and chemistry and rocket toy assembly. But then we found it truly fun to operate from zeros and ones.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on, off, off.
Humans of antiquity were focused on philosophy, but soon set sail across the sea to make some new discoveries. Smartest men in history, they found it is no mystery to breach the cranial cavity and implant chips in you and me.
Switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do. I'm up, you're down, I'm down, you're up. Switch on, switch off, our feelings too. On, off, on, off, on,
Humans become robots, cyborgs through and through. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, we're coming after you. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
The mess. I just stopped. Okay, wait. Let me take that from the last little bit. You can do it, computer. I know you can.
Switch on, switch on, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, that's what we do.
Okay. I hope you have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. And that keep on making stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next time.